Hello, and welcome back to our beloved listeners. This is the 8-Minute English Podcast series on the Learn English Podcast channel. I'm your host, Nathan. It's a pleasure to have you with us again. I think all of us have asked for help from someone, but as we get older and face more difficult problems, we often choose to stay quiet instead of talking about them. This makes things harder for you, but remember, you can always ask others for help when things get too tough. Today, we will talk about this topic to help you know how to call for help so you can solve some bad situations happening in your real life. This topic is call for help. I believe that the information in this podcast will help you have more confidence in calling for help. Also, we've prepared a special free PDF for this episode, full of useful tips and vocabulary to help enhance your learning. Make sure to check it out. Now, let's listen to the conversation between teacher Emily and Danny, Joss's father, at the parent-teacher conference. Let's start this journey.
Hi, thank you for taking the time to meet with me today.
Of course, Emily. It's a pleasure. What can I do for you?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about Joss. He's such a bright student, but lately I've noticed that he's been a bit closed off in class. He seems to be afraid of seeking help when he faces any problems at school.
That's concerning. I haven't noticed anything like that at home.
Last time he fainted in the schoolyard. When he woke up, he said he saw people around but didn't dare call for help.
Oh my God. I didn't know that happened.
Please, don't be worried. It's not uncommon for students to feel embarrassed about asking for help, but recognizing when to ask for help is an important skill that can help Joss not only in his school life, but also in his personal life.
I see what you're saying. At home, Joss is an independent and hardworking person. He rarely opens up to us.
Has he been this closed off since he was a child?
Since childhood, I always told Joss to face the problem no matter what it is. Maybe that's why Joss always appears strong and doesn't need to call for help, or he may find it hard to communicate.
I see. Teaching children to be independent from a young age is good, but Joss may think that if he called for help, it would be a bad thing. It's necessary for him to understand that it's okay to ask for help when he needs it.
My bad. I'll be sure to talk to him about it.
That's wonderful to hear. So, the most important thing is that you should talk to your child and gradually make him realize that calling for help is completely reasonable.
I'll make sure he knows that we're here to support him no matter what. Do you have any suggestions to improve his communication when asking for help?
Well, when he does ask for help, it's important for him to do so effectively. Finding the right person to assist him is the key to solve that problem. Another important aspect is having a support system in place. Joss should know that he has people he can turn to for help, whether it's his family, friends, or teachers like myself.
Oh, I hadn't thought of this case either. But I will learn more about it. Joss needs solid emotional support so he feels safe enough to open up.
We just listened to teacher Emily and Danny's conversation about Joss's problem. Let's talk about some important vocabulary related to our topic now. Firstly, we have be closed off. It means to be emotionally distant or unwilling to communicate openly. Emily comments that although Joss studies well, he's a bit closed off in class. The next one is an adjective reasonable. Reasonable means acceptable. Emily said that making Joss realize that calling for help is completely reasonable. Here's another adjective, independent. This word means not taking help or money from other people. Danny told Emily that Joss is an independent and hardworking person. What about the word appear? Does it look familiar? In this case, this word's meaning is to seem. Danny always told Joss to face the problem no matter what it is. That is the reason why Joss appears strong. Now let's learn a verb called assists. It simply means to help someone or support something. The key to solving Joss's problem is knowing how to express his needs clearly and finding the right person to assist him. The last word is solid. It means strong, reliable, or robust. We've talked about information surrounding calling for help. As we wrap up today's episode, let me offer some practical advice to our listeners. If you are a parent, consider these tips to properly care for and guide your children. If you're an individual, you should know these tips to protect yourself when you encounter a bad situation alone. For parents, the first important thing is being approachable. You need to create an open atmosphere to make your children feel safe talking about their feelings. Remember to be available to listen and offer guidance when needed. The second piece of advice is to lead by example. Practice what you teach your child right in front of them. That helps your child get used to calling for help. Please teach your child how to call for help using hand gestures or simple signals. This will be useful in cases where there are no means of communication. SOS is the most recognized signal for calling for help worldwide. You can write SOS or use visual signals like drawing 505, both of which indicate a call for help. Here's how to discreetly signal for help with your hands to indicate I am in danger. Raise your hand, spread your 5 fingers as if saying hello, then fold all your fingers down to cover your thumb. In case there are no people around, pick up objects that make sounds and knock them together. These ways of calling for help also can be applied by individuals. The last thing, you have to learn about resources and provide them to your child. It can be emergency or mental resources. Please save and provide emergency numbers and necessary contact numbers at the school, such as medical staff numbers, security numbers, etc. Additionally, you should locate mental health centers where you can seek advice to support your children. For individuals, you should save important phone numbers just in case. And don't forget to use the simple signals I mentioned in the advice for parents. Besides, you need to choose the right person. Find someone you trust and feel comfortable to ask for help. This could be a friend, family member, teacher, or mentor. Last but not least, being clear. When calling for help, clearly show what you need support with. Providing details can help others understand how they can help you effectively. Now I will provide you with the necessary phone numbers when calling for help. Emergency Services 911. This number connects you to emergency services for police, fire, or medical help. We use it when something really bad happens, like accidents or crimes. Local police department. Each city or town has its own police department. Residents can call for reporting non-urgent incidents or seeking assistance with non-emergency matters. Hopefully, this information will help you be confident and know how to call for help. Stay healthy by the next time we meet. Until then, please remember, don't hesitate to call for help when you need it. Goodbye, and see you again.